This is a story of a pastor's family in the Philippines. They've been married for 10 years and praying badly for a child. After years of waiting, their prayers were answered. And here's their story. My wife and I were so grateful God answered us after years of endless prayers. The day he was born was the happiest day of our existence. Words cannot express how happy I and my wife were. He's our happiness and the center of our family. He became a part of our ministry. We brought him along with us to crusades, church visitations, medical missions. We wanted him to be involved in the ministerial work and to be exposed in this kind of service. On his 6th birthday, we gave him a celebration he couldn't forget. He was beyond happy, and so are we. We witnessed how he was growing into a fine young boy for the past 6 years. He was our everything until one night, we woke up, our son was chilling, he had a fever. We tried to suppress the fever, we thought it was something we could handle ourselves. But his temperature didn't subside, so we rushed to the nearest hospital to get medical assistance. He was given all the treatments that he needed, but nothing worked for him. We thought it was just an ordinary medical condition, but we were wrong. After a few days, he was gone. Our only child passed away. My wife and I mourned, we were so devastated. We wanted to question God, but who are we to question the giver? He was buried a week after his death. My wife and I made ourselves occupied with things to not focus on our loss. We were trying to move on from the great grief. But the sadness is inevitable. 2 weeks after the interment, I was in the kitchen staring outside. I saw a head of a person. It was a boy standing outside our door. I rushed to see who it was. I couldn't believe my eyes. I saw my boy standing there. I quickly opened the door and hugged him immediately. I was so emotional. I was crying and thinking to myself, if he was a ghost, I wouldn't be able to hug and touch him. He was so warm and alive. Without hesitation, I took him inside and put him on the chair in the kitchen. I was preparing a glass of milk for him when suddenly a small voice in my head whispered, "Dead can never be brought back to life." And so I gazed at the boy and saw the need for affection in his face and exclaimed, "I command you, devil, in the name of Jesus, get out of my house." Then his calm and meek face slowly started to grin. He smiled from ear to ear. I started to hear his demonic laugh as he was sliding down the chair, his arm outstretched and pointing his finger at me as if he was telling me, "I gotcha." His laugh was echoing all over while he was walking out the door. I felt the relief when he was gone, and realized that the devil must have been using my mourning against me, so I should not dwell on it. My wife arrived after the incident took place. Like and subscribe for more stories.